Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Dishonored 2, Blind. Now, this is Anton Sokolov's chamber, so let's explore that.
I'll always miss my lessons with Anton Sokolov. He made so many clever devices during my mother's time.
Anton Sokolov's investigation notes. Why can't the old man enjoy his last years in warmer climate, with good wines and spicy food, without stumbling into another nest of aristocratic vipers, eager to coil around the heart of the Empire? As I've learned more, each week for months now, I found my mind turning over to the movements beneath the surface, here in Karnaka, Duke Luca Abel and some sort of inner circle that even seems to include Captain Mortimer Ramsey of the Dunwall City Watch, a betrayal that boggles the mind. How many others are involved? They aimed their venom at our dear Empress, young Emily, that much is certain, but when will they strike and how? Do I dare spend another month gathering stray bits of esoteric information, linking it together with what I already know? Can we even afford another week? Or should Megan and I set for Bristol tonight, taking this leaky tub up through the canal? Corvo will not hesitate. He will act as soon as I hand over what I know, and if I'm too hasty, it might be his undoing, coming home to his native Serkonos without some critical piece of knowledge about the affair. And then there's the crown killer to worry about. Is that fiend part of Duke Abel's schemes, as I suspect? How long until the dreadful whale catches the Duke's eye? A reflection on my journey to the Pandyssian continent. A colleague of mine owns a stunning map of the known world, adorned with circular cues and sea beasts. It has a cherished spot over her mantle. She paid handsomely for it, and was so bristled when I enumerated the various errors. Chief among them, of course, is the size and placement of the Pandyssian continent. Oh, how cartographers loathe to show how small and distant our empire really is compared to that great landmass. And if Pandyssia were built but a few days' journey, as if Pandyssia were built just a few days' journey from Aran. Each veteran ship captain knows that it takes months to reach those shores. I had no doubt that Pandyssia was rich in resources, but a place must be understood if we ever hope to exploit its myriad treasures. These were my thoughts as I agreed to join the ill-fated expedition, and so it was on the third day of the month of Earth, under calm grey skies, the great sea vessel Antonia Aquilo set sail with a captain, crew, researchers and myself, 38 of us in total, for what would be the most terrifying and spiritually draining experience of my life. Sokolov's notes, Bloodfly study. I've wondered whether I have another book in me. The bloodfly epidemic, coupled with the basic information of the life cycle and behavior, might make an excellent project for this old natural philosopher. Bloodflies are exotic insects, unlike anything else found in Serkonos. I suspect they originated on the Pandyssian continent. In groups of 3 or fewer, they are harmless. Individuals won't attack, leading me to speculate that each emits a scent that has a collective effect on a larger number of bloodflies. Bloodflies are attracted to rapid movement and sound. Their nests can be broken apart, scattering the swarm, and in particular their nests are quite susceptible to fire. The insects require fresh corpses to lay their eggs, which hatch in breathtaking fashions after a short time. More corpses in a Serkonan city, say during a crisis or plague, means more bloodflies. Interestingly, in the last part of the bloodfly's life cycle, they calm a great deal. Leaving the swarm, they molt, causing their wings to drop off. Afterwards, each bloodfly lives a solitary existence. Very odd. Bloodflies are largely restricted to the south, preferring warmer climates, like certain aging natural philosophers. Okay, he said they are harmless in groups of 3 or less. So that wouldn't include this group because there's like 6 of them here. I kind of want the bone charm, but I'm worried they might hurt, the captain.
Dearest Emily, or must I say, your Imperial Majesty, I have something that you and Corvo must hear at the first opportunity. It concerns the murders happening across the Empire, committed by this so-called Crown Killer. When I left Crystal years ago, I swore I'd never again take part in any further political matters. I've done my share of bad things, and some good, before and after the Rat Plague. But here in Karnaca, I've uncovered a terrible conspiracy against you. Here, at the bottom of the Empire, the cobblestones smell of death and corruption. I'm staying with an associate, Megan Foster, aboard her vessel, the Dreadful Whale. We'll leave for Dunwall in the morning as soon as the tides are willing. I keep thinking of the way sweet Jessamine was stolen from you and your father, and I fear it might be your turn to face such turmoil. I know Corvo would protect you with his life, but please do not trust anyone.
There you are, old man. I was asked to pay you a visit.
Wait, what's wrong with you? Megan!
Off we go, Sokolov, to somewhere more private.
Was she one of the witches? Okay, I will break this and try to kill them. Oh, I guess they just died. A dried bloodfly husk. Okay, so it's not a... I thought it was a bone charm. It kind of looked like it with the feathers. But it's literally just a bloodfly corpse. Oh well. Let's talk with Megan.
All right. You've explained part of it. But what were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaca, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn Corvo.
There were reports about tensions rising, corruption, street violence. I didn't give it much mind. Usually the local authorities resolve that sort of thing.
The new Duke has let things slide. But Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers, the Crown Killer.
Addermeyer. All right. I'll get inside. The Crown Killer has to be eliminated, and if the alchemist will cooperate, maybe I can learn something about what happened to Sokolov. Wish me luck.
If you need my luck, Sokolov's as good as dead. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready.
Newspaper clipping. Addermeyer's Dr. Hypatia says no one should perish in the mines.
This Dr. Hypatia. She seems to represent the good that's possible within the Empire.
Okay, I read that already in Dunwall. But I do have an objective. Unlock the storage door room. The storage door room is blocked from the inside. Now I assume the storage is somewhere downstairs, right? So let me locate that door and see what I can do about unlocking it. Okay, so this is the storage. I could climb from the side, possibly. There's like an open window. Okay, this goes somewhere else. But it was blocked by someone. Ew. If that was Foster herself who blocked it, then she would have known and probably told me how to unlock it. So who blocked it from the inside? There really wasn't that much in here. I was hoping for a greater bounty of loot. Okay, so am I supposed to just... No, she said we're going to take the skiff to the shore. So I was about to question whether I'm supposed to just swim.
Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Yes.
Let's go see the streets where my father grew up.
Off we go then.
It won't do to be recognized.
Find Addermire Station and take a carriage to Addermire Institute. It's the best lead you have for tracking down the Crown Killer.
I'd take you to Addermire by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkono spent decades building up Karnaca. After Duke Luca Abel took over, he started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
Having more fun here than we were in Dunwall, it seems.
Watch yourself on the way to Addermire. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I'll keep my head down.
This is a good spot. Reach Addermire, take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken. The alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Addermire. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
The powerful have been putting the screws to the underclass in Karnaca for years now. And the Grand Guard makes up new laws on the spot. You don't carry yourself like a spoiled royal, you know that? Corvo's influence, I bet. Trying to keep you alive. I've been through a lot too. But I have to say, it's sad about your mother. Sorry.
Shindery Peak Miners Family Committee. Meeting every 4th day at 9 p.m. Ask for Lucia Pastor. Open discussion, find fundraising for the miners' widows and orphans. Do you have a son, a husband or a father working in the mines? Do you want to know what's really going on down there? Would you like to spread the word about the horrible conditions under which our loved ones are laboring? Join us and share your story. Dance calendar. Miners Family Committee. Morley Night. Throne's Head Saloon. Tivian Association Formal. Feast Lessons. Dockyard Social. Tarantella Club. Batista Ring Dances. Okay. Cabaret Paperworks. Established in Karnaka. Soft and durable ink will not smudge. The original makers of the Sarkonnen scented confetti. Made with pride from Sarkonnen wood pulp. Preston Club. Where there will be the following amusements. Chanters will be present. A musical program. Perpadilla soda. Delicious and refreshing, made from the whole fruit. Okay, will the civilians freak out if they see me? I want to test that.
Welcome to Karnaka, stranger.
Okay.
No need to cover your face. There's not much dust from the mines down here at the docks. You'll be okay on the docks, stranger, but watch out past the wall of light.
For goodness in him, but there is none that I can see. I've already told you his secrets.
What ship is that out there? You know the skipper?
The Dreadful Whale. No, it's not on the registry. Maybe one of the recent importers from War.
Let's give it a day or two. If she's still there, I can ask a friend who's with the Grand Guard to take a squad on board and conduct a search. Give the crew time to load up whatever contraband they're no doubt waiting on.
Good thought. They give us a piece of the confiscation?
Yeah, we pass it along to another ship at a discount. Then we all split the take.
Just don't forget about me.
Fewer ships coming into the city. Everyone smells the blood. All this political
That's
squabble.
Addermeyer in the distance.
It's good for profits. I wonder if Morley and Tivia really will go to war with us. You still eat meat? Well, with blood flies and all. I'm not sure it's safe.
Of course
I mean, I trust my butcher, but how can he be sure there aren't any of those filthy grubs in my steak?
I just boil everything. Simple as that. Tastes like shoe leather, but it's better than eating blood fly larvae. Am I right?
I only buy meat if I see the animal killed in front of me. And I cook it right away.
That's another solution. I miss the days when you could look at a dinner plate without having nightmares.
It's the foreigners he hates most. Those pale dandies from Tivia who talk so strangely. That's who he shadows when he's in the mood for blood.
Blood fly. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. Loading crates sure beats smoke flashing houses to kill off the blood flies. Never doing that again. Oh, maybe 2 more months here in Karnaka before it gets really bad and I ship out for Colorado. I'll stop at the warehouse when we're done. See if anybody wants to pop over to Chrome's hand.
Blinded me. His family takes the brunt of it. I'm tired. How long, my dears? How long must I endure in this shadow state?
What are you covering your face for? Can't remember the last time I had any meat that wasn't tinned.
All right, then. Maybe a little more. Damn, the light is amazing, but I'm going sunblind.
The way the ocean shimmers. Oh, beautiful.
She told them she was a doctor, as good as any, with an office and fancy gadgets.
The framing's good.
She said she'd cure their son for half the price, paid in advance. No, she has no more secrets that I can see.
Looks like there's a weird shadow. Anyway.
Okay, let's go. Wow, there's a lot. There's a lot of things. Bandera Beecham Sawmill Company, highest powered steam engine in the district, using circular and vertical saws. Operations in Karnaka and Kolkani.
Your face is covered. The Grand Guard won't like that. You look like you can take care of yourself.
Wanted, the Crown Killer. Assist Dukabel in apprehending the vicious Crown Killer. Generous rewards and position promised for information leading to the swift arrest or death of the killer, now known to be none other than the former Empress Emily Kaldwin. The deranged criminal is suspected to be in Karnaka. Authorities warn that the murders will continue until she is brought to justice. Report all suspicious characters to the nearest Grand Guard checkpoint. Do not attempt to apprehend unassisted. Note to Purlos. Purlos, I'm posting this letter, but if you're reading it, you've got the brains of a mule. You didn't pay no attention to what I said. You had to come to Karnaka anyway. Alright, fine, but you won't find me and Kamina here, because we're leaving as soon as we get the money. You say you lived here most of your life, so you know the place, and I'm telling you you're wrong. You don't know shit. The city has changed. When the Duke's son took over his years back, that's when everything went sideways. At first it was just all disorganized, new taxes and fees, some parts of the city heavily patrolled, some district with no one from the guard anywhere to be seen. Then the things got nasty, bodies in the alleys, the Howler gang going wild, and the bloodflies worse than I've ever seen. So what did the new Duke do? He cracked down, so now the Grand Guard are surrounding people on the streets, beating them to death. Anybody they don't like, anybody they don't recognize. I told you not to come to Karnaka. Good luck, but you can't say you didn't get a warning.
Why do so many have so little? It was never meant to be this way.
It's a hot one, that's for sure. Don't bother looking for work at the docks. Just tried. No luck.
You'll be alright here, visitor. Just keep your head down. I got 4 mouths to feed. Not that it's any of your business.
So where's the cargo?
I don't see any signs of Farrell. He seems to be late.
Or maybe we're early.
He should be here, with the Red Shark. This is unacceptable. I have a very tight schedule.
Don't worry, you'll make it eventually. If not today, then tomorrow.
Is that a joke? Santiago fisheries have a reputation to maintain. We have clients all over the Isles. Do I need to remind you that fish is a delicate cargo? We can't afford any delays.
Well, it's fermented red shark, which is a nice way of saying it's fish that's already gone bad.
You can just tell your clients that here in Karnaka, we like it very fermented.
Unacceptable. Farrell is going to pay for this.
The job ain't so bad. Beats cheating people all day in a bank.
He lied about the money, and the barrel of whale oil, and the girl with the broken nose. Lying's maybe the one thing he's good at.
Get up you have there, covering your face. Interesting get-up you have there, covering your face. More shops closing. This week my favorite bakery, gone.
asked him to lie, but he refused.
Watch yourself.
Careful with that sword. The Grand Guard won't like it.
I'm Sakonan blood through and through. Been here all my life.
I only had a boat of my own.
I tried living up in Driscoll for a while. Too damn cold. Shitty food.
Karnaca needs workers. Come to the edge of the world and experience the place of legend.
You know that was supposed to go to us. What are we supposed to do now? We're out of money.
Give him a chance to tell his side of it.
It wasn't his fault, Maya.
I'm sorry, every now and then one of those Grand Guard bastards pulls a stunt like that. It's getting worse. But I might be able to help you out.
We're listening.
There's a stack of goods that no one's claimed in one of the holding warehouses. I happen to know that no one's gonna claim it ever, because it was dropped from a boat, loading up for Freightport. It's good stuff. Spices and dried fish. Maybe worth more than what you lost.
That's a good deal, Maya.
Oh, thank you, Ramus.
All right. Still not fair than just taking what was ours, but we appreciate what you're offering. If it's like you say, and we can find buyers, then it'll get us through the next month.
Good, good. Look, I wish I could have stopped him. Just meet me here again tomorrow, okay? Same time.
We'll be here.
Not long ago, I crewed a flatboat loaded down with his Blue Bloods furniture. Hit a reef, and we watched it all go down.
Whaling territories.
Manual. Halfway up, a cable broke and we lost 11 workers. They never even made it into the mine. Those cables weren't made to carry so many people. You pack enough of them in, even kids, and it adds up. After that, the sickness spreads through the crew bunkhouses. That woman from Addermeyer, Alexandria Hypatia, she used to treat the workers, but she doesn't come around anymore. So what all this means is that we need more workers. There are always people coming to Serkonos looking for a better life. We'll get them into the mines, if I have to club them over the head myself.
Okay, there's a rune in the whale's mouth. Which raw whalebone pick up. Yeah, it's just for throwing, I guess.
They say Karnaca is the jewel of Serkonos.
Worried someone might recognize
I
you.
like Bastillion better.
Heard they're laying workers off at the whaling slaughterhouse. Bit hot, isn't it?
I seen a whale once. Scary, but I ain't never forgot it. Hey, watch out.
Your face is covered. Are you worried someone might recognize you?
We don't normally see many of these beasts this far south. They're like the cold waters to the north. In a day or so, the odor will be tremendous. The guts will burst, then the crabs and gulls will be at it.
Hello there.
You're not from here, am I right? Welcome to Karnaca, then.
Okay, I have to pause for a second, be right back. Okay, I'm back.
I've been out of ice for 2 weeks now. Customers don't care much for warm lemonade.
But deep down in his cups, sometimes he forgets to come home and feed them.
What? Why is everyone such a bastard?
Your face is covered. The Grand Guard won't like that.
People are beating their wives. This guy is an alcoholic and forgets to feed his kids. Karnaca Bloodfly, Control Edict. Lord Luca Abel, the Duke of Serkonos, has issued the following edict as a means of improving the bloodfly concern in our fair lands. Given the year's increase in bloodfly population, the following regulations now apply. All bloodfly nests or infested carrion must be reported to ranking members of the Guard. Full cooperation must be given to work crews assigned to locating and smoke-flashing bloodfly nests. The burial or cremation of human remains should follow the guides provided by the Grand Serkonon Guard or by trained authorized funerary institutions. Incineration of dead livestock is allowed only at approved locations. On the authority of the Duke of Serkonos, it is unlawful to refer to the bloodfly problems in Karnaca this season and in any other major cities across Serkonos as an epidemic. After much deliberation, Duke Abel has decided that the current situation should be referred to as the bloodfly concern. Okay. So they are trying to control the narrative.
I'm sorry, but you can't be here.
Former Empress on the run. There is no longer any doubt that the recently unseated Empress Emily Kaldwin is responsible for the recent string of horrible murders. The former monarch is on the run, confirming our suspicions about her guilt and association with the Crown Killer. Indeed, some have even suggested that Emily herself committed the appalling crimes, as it is well known that she was raised by conspirators and murderers. The Grand Guard has promised rewards for any information leading to an arrest, and warns the fugitive will be shot on sight if spotted. Duke Abel has recently stated that the former Empress will likely receive a fair trial if she turns herself peacefully and forthwith. Okay, first of all, I do have 2 runes, right? So I could get this, but I don't. Do I want to see enemy roots? I kind of more want to see objects, so that I don't miss them and I know where the security and stuff are. Although this is kind of useful as well, but it's all pretty costly in runes. Like maybe I should get something else, because there's so many. Like all of those powers are actually cool this time, the active ones, and I am kind of interested in them. So yeah, I think I'll save for this. This is pretty cool. Well, I'll see how many runes there are in a level. Usually, it seems quite a lot actually, from the looks of it. Right here.
My brother-in-law tried to get me to sign on with a mining crew. No way I'm dying down in a hole.
The Serkonon Guard, your friend in the time of need, proudly serving the Duke of Serkonos, striking out against those who break the law.
Fellow Serkonans, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. New restrictions are now in place due to the political assassinations conducted in the name of the former Empress Emily Kaldwin and carried out by the former Royal Protector Corvo Attano. The Grand Serkonan Guard will be stopping and questioning all foreigners and new workers on the streets of Karnaca. Compliance is mandatory.
Tonight, I'm gonna find out whether it's true that whiskey keeps the blood flies away. Been working too hard. A man needs time to himself. This city's gonna grind me down.
We're printing new posters soon. That usually brings in a few more workers each week. All I need is a couple more years like 1848. Mining silver had a kind of romantic appeal back then. When I'm out of this racket, I never want to see another dirty face again. With miners, it's all fleas and body odor. If things hadn't fallen apart down here, I might have been able to retire this year.
She remembers his eyes, and that it was the month of darkness, and that he begged for mercy, just like she wanted. I told you all there is to know about this woman.
Don't pick any fights you can't finish.
There's another whale carcass. And I guess those are blood flies?
So many people trying to get away from Karnaca now. But where are you gonna go? There's money here, even if it's dirty.
Even as a child, his favorite pastime was shuttling the other children around.
Yeah, like, one thing I'm wondering about is whether, you know, how much should I trust the heart? Like, maybe it's actually sort of overly focusing on negative information.
Let us rejoice at the crowning of our new Empress Delilah Kaldwin I, and the imminent arrival of His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos, now royal consort to the Empress. For 3 days following the Duke's return to Karnaca, all official government activity will be put on hold as the Duke recovers from his travels, and additional tariffs will be levied against foot traffic near the Grand Palace.
Okay, there's a black market shop right here, which, to be honest, it's a bit ridiculous how obvious the signage is. Like,
illegal trade means weapons and ammunition.
You know, the guard would be all over this place.
Hard times under the Duke and his Grand Guard. A man has to be ready for anything. You starting your shit around here? We're jumping in.
Fellow Serkonans, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement.
I doubt I can help you. Whatever you want.
Is the most severe in recent memory. If you encounter a nest,
I cover your face. Are you worried someone might recognize you?
Any attempts to practice the funeral rites of the Abbey of the Everyman will be punished severely. Contact the Grand Serkonan Guard at once. The guardsmen on site will handle the situation and determine whether...
Don't be greedy, friend. Oh, you're kind. Thank you. If you want to get past that wall of light, I've heard people sneaking through this blood fly infested apartment. Going through there will get you to the other side of that Grand Guard checkpoint. Want to know why people are leaving Karnaca? Because the city is not safe to live in anymore. There's garbage in the streets, and blood flies in half the abandoned buildings. This city has consumption, and no one with half a wit wants to be buried with it.
Okay, I guess the shop is upstairs.
Fellow Serkonans, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. As a response to violent crime and foreign interference in our affairs, travel between districts is restricted.
And pawn shop.
Just remember to move slowly, and don't get too close to the nests.
We don't even know if the people inside had any money. We just know they're dead, and the place is infested with blood flies.
Carl, going through there puts us on the other side of the wall of light.
If you want out of the city as bad as I do, this is our chance.
No. More likely we all get stung to death. Then we end up hatching more blood flies for the next group of idiots who try to get inside.
Damn it, Carl.
All right. Don't turn on each other. We'll find another way to make the coin. And another way to get past the wall of light.
No trespassing, condemned due to infestation.
You can find all sorts of good stuff in bloodfly nests, if you're sneaky and you've got the stuff. Careful! You just need to be very quiet. Don't sneeze or anything.
He has a taste for it now. He's come to enjoy it. He'll kill again. Maybe tonight.
Bloodflies aren't that hard to avoid if you're careful. Hey! We should have brought something to burn down the nests.
She's unhappy with his decision. She'll let him know. With the rolling pin.
The Fishmonger's Cookbook. Hagfish quenelles, Sarkonon fish dumplings. Ingredients: 2 hagfish skinned, boned and dewormed. Butter, flour, 3 eggs, salt, cheese. Crust stock or any briny fish stock. White wine. Make a paste of the butter, flour and eggs. Add salt to taste. Mince and pound the hagfish small and combine into the egg paste. Bring the stock to a low boil. Add the egg and hagfish mixture to the stock by large spoonfuls and simmer for 30 minutes. Arrange the boiled quails in the deep baking dish. Top with generous amounts of cheese and butter and add the wine to the bottom of the dish. Bake until the cheese melts and the quails are fragrant. Serve at once with strong beer. Serves 4. After the initial reports from the Grand Guard stating that the bloodfly concern was under control, authorities here in Karnaca now concede that the situation has worsened. New nests are being found at an alarming rate, said one city official who wished to remain anonymous. Physicians are overwhelmed with the cases of bloodfly fever, some too advanced to treat. If not contained, the infestation could bring Karnaca to the brink of ruin. However, there is at least one reason to remain hopeful. Even as the Duke's men smoke flash-infested buildings, Dr. Alexandria Hypatia of Addermeyer Institute is said to be working tirelessly to find a cure for the fever. Readers will remember that the Duke closed Addermeyer to the public a few months ago, so that the good doctor could devote herself entirely to perfecting her latest version of Addermeyer solution. For this, Duke Abel's leadership should be praised. Checkpoint enforced, lethal force authorized. Bloodfly infestation. But what about the shop? Supposedly it's in here. But the only one who is in here is a beggar. Although, wait. This actually leads to a separate place, so I am an idiot actually.
Hey, come here.
Report all theft. We will pass the savings along to you, valued customer.
Welcome. Your face is no concern of mine.
Okay, so I assume he sells the rune? Okay, sleep darts only cost 30, so I will purchase
Glad we could do business.
5 of those. Throws up shrapnel. Not particularly interested in that. Stun mine. Stuns your enemies. Okay, I do want the rune for sure. I will... Location of sunken supplies. A pair of sailors passed along the location of a boat that sunk in the bay containing supplies. Okay, I'll buy that.
You won't regret it.
And the rune. I'll buy that as well.
I'll take that deal.
And now I'll check the upgrades.
This is what I have for upgrading your equipment.
Okay, I'll buy the stun mines as well. And I guess that's it. I'll save the rest.
Come back soon. I mean, if I'm still here.
I'll save the rest for now. Now I want the sleeper darts on 3, and I want the stun mines on 1. Okay, let's read that cache about the hidden supplies. Sunken supplies. Okay, so it's like a, I don't know, it almost looks like an oil drilling tower or whatever. It's like pretty far from the docks. Let me take a look at. Maybe it's referring to this, but I can't swim any further, so it can't be this. Actually, maybe this is the rail, but then it would be underneath, and I can't even swim any further than this. I can't go further. So I guess I'll have to do it later when... Okay, this is a little confusing for me. Oh, they do actually have wind turbines. So I guess what I assumed they were talking about with how the wind, the extremely strong winds are going to save them, was true. There's a body in the dumpster. The crown killer is watching.
This job is my life's blood. Don't try anything funny, whoever you are.
This place has changed a lot over the years, and not for the better.
Fish market, locally enforced, locally sourced, family owned.
Everyone is looking for me. It might pay to be discreet.
Wall of Light is a dangerous security system. shut down the windmill and disable. I don't even want to read that. I'll do what I'll do.
I told you what would happen if you reported me. I warned you.
Please, you gave me no choice.
Please? It's too late for that, Rapallo. Guess what happens next? No! This is how we get rid of snitches. Remember, if anyone asks, he just ran through it. Yeah, you couldn't stop him.
Okay, they literally disintegrated him, but I don't really want tips on how to get through. Like, I'll do it the way I'll do it. I don't need to be sort of, you know, to have my hand held to such a degree.
Better than using the well oil tanks. The wind won't run dry.
Unless something happens to the windmill, these break down just as often in a different way. And they also overcharge sometimes.
If the wind picks up too strong? Like in a storm?
Right. And if that happens, trust me, don't stand too close to the wall of light.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
Okay, I would like to take those two down, to be honest.
Who are you? Stop! Strike at me then! Take that! Ah! Come here and fight, coward! You won't get away! You hide your face, coward! No use running! Damn you!
Okay, that didn't quite work. Didn't quite work at all. You know what? This episode, I think, was long enough, even though it was mostly just exploration. So I'll back down a little bit. Read the journal, which if you're not interested in, you can just skip it. But there is another point in my travel log. Investigating Othermeyer Institute. The boat captain, Megan Foster, she helped me escape the coup, but she's giving me the side-eye when she thinks I'm not looking. She's all I've got for the moment, though soon I hope Anton Sokolov will be joining us, my old teacher. Keenest intellect in the Empire, filthy mouth, got himself abducted. Megan says he was last seen being dragged towards Othermeyer Institute by the Crown Killer, which makes no sense to me since the killer is a patient there. No, unless the killer is a patient there. Maybe he needs medicine or something, but how can a deranged patient be working for the Duke and Delilah? Othermeyer's chief alchemists might know. Alexandria Hypatia. She's been running the place for years. She's famous for curing the miners' diseases. If she knows anything, I'll make her talk. Okay, I'm going to save and end it for now. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.